Hi everyone, how are you doing? For me, I'm doing great. I miss you a lot, my students. I'm here back just to let you know about how to write a report, a film review, and a book review, because I had a lot of comments from my students saying that they're suffering from that. So let's start with report. Okay, in a report, there are things that you should mention when you're writing it. Let's see, we have first the title. First of all, report means reporting an event. Something happened, you attend that event and you're reporting it through writing what happened. And to write these things, you should mention these things I mentioned here on the table. I said, first of all, the title, which means the event you've attended. What was the title of it? Give me an example. Let's say brain drain, for example. Okay. For example, there was a lecture talking about brain drain and you want to report about it. So the title is brain drain. The date, you should mention the date. Let's say, what is today? I don't remember the date. Maybe 13/4/2014. Okay? You can say that happened in the 13th of April 2014, or just write it the way you should write it, just in order to mention when that happened. Then the topic, okay? The title was this brain drain. The topic, what exactly happened? They talked about the causes of brain drain, or the effects, or as a good aspect, or as a bad aspect. What was the topic really about? Okay? So let's say, for example, the causes. Okay, the place where that happened, the place where it happens. Was it in Casablanca in somewhere, or was it in Rabat in a theater, or a university? Where was this lecture? This is what you need to mention here. Then participants. Let's first write university. Okay, in American English we say college, but it's okay. We have college and university. Let's make it more formal and say university. Then mention the participants. The participants who participate there. Is it your teachers? Was it a famous writer? Was it a person who is responsible for studying the problems we have in our society? Who really did that? Who is the participants? Okay, it might be one participant, one person, and most of the time in lectures we have more than one. Or a lot of participants. Mention their names. Okay? And for the other part, we have attendance. The attendance means the people that attended that event. How many people? Were there a lot of people or just few people? How was the attendance? You just report about it. The activities. Let me see. I don't know if you already happened that you attended one of the lectures, but I did. So the activities that might happen in one of the things we're talking about in a lecture, it might be like workshops. I've attended a lot of workshops in teaching, actually, in my field. So activities, it might be like workshops, okay? It happens there. So you just see, maybe participate in a workshop and talk about it as well. Then we talk about the main ideas. Here in the topic, I mentioned that we talk generally about the causes of brain drain, but here the main ideas, which means the causes. For example, number one, what is it? You want me to tell you? Come on. Like brain drain, we say one of the causes might be poverty, low salaries, not well work conditions. Those are things that push a lot of people, especially like skilled people, to leave the country to go somewhere else and look for a job. You're going to mention a lot, so that will help you to report. Then the evaluation and reaction, which is the last thing that you're going to mention. And in most of the time it happens in your conclusion, where you said what happened, what was the reaction of people, people were satisfied, you as a person, how did you find that? You can go and maybe ask people, I don't say like interview them, but ask about their idea. Were they happy, satisfied, or they were just like okay, or didn't like it, or they find it really boring? So whatever it is, the reaction or the evaluation of the event, you mention it when you write. Okay? Many people would say you talk too much, but still you didn't told us how to write it. I'll let you know. When we talk about a report, I want you really to know that one of the basic things of writing is the essay. And we've already mentioned essay. Essay is, I'm sorry to write it here in between, but we said it's introduction, and we have body and conclusion. One of the basic things in writing in English, I want you really to pay attention. It's essay. When you know how to write an essay, you're going to know how to write the other types of writing. But the first thing, we've already did it, yes? We've already done that. We worked on how to write a paragraph, then an essay, which is a bunch of paragraphs. So it's like an essay. When you're writing a report, put here in your mind, it's like an essay. Just the way you write and the content in the writing, it's not the same like an essay. Because if we talk, for example, about an essay about brain drain, we're going to talk about the causes and effects and solutions from you. But if we talk about report in brain drain, means you report an event that you attended. It's not your opinion, it's not what you think, it's reporting what happened. And in reporting those things, you mention these things. All right? Like what happened, who are the participants, what was the title, the main ideas, the place, the when, which is the time, the reaction of people. This is your job, okay? This is how I make it easy for my students. So if you still have problem or you still have questions about report, or I didn't make my reports clear for you, just let me know, okay? Go and visit www.backtv.ma and see you.